Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
It's raining outside, Catherine. It's too bad. What's the weather like in your hometown?
It's very hot. The temperature is often over 40 C.
Do you like the weather in Seattle?
Not really, but I like it in spring and fall. I don't like it in winter.
Why?
The winter is very rainy. I don't like the rainy day.
What about the weather in Boston?
I lived there for 3 years. I like summer but I don't like winter.
Is it very cold in winter?
Yes, it is. But it's nice in spring and fall.
It's a beautiful day here in New Zealand at the Men's Volleyball World Championship. My name is Rick Fields and I'm joined by the man with the plan, Bob Copeland.
Thank you, Rick. We've got a very exciting encounter ahead of us today as two powerhouse teams, Brazil and China, face off against each other and try to qualify for the next round. Without a doubt, both teams are in top shape and this will prove to be a competitive match.
The ref signals the start of the game and here we go. Ribeiro serves and China quickly receives the ball. Chen bumps it to the setter, and a very nice set by Chen.
Xu spikes it. Wow, what a great hit. The Brazilian blockers anticipated the play and tried to block him but he managed to get the ball in.
It's China's service now. What a superb jump serve by Li. Oh, and we have a let serve. The ball was coming in fast and almost made it over the net.
Brazil calls for a timeout and we'll be right back, after a short commercial break.
Pretty. Say beautiful rather. Can you imagine anything nearer perfect beauty than she altogether face and figure?
I do not know what I could imagine, but I confess that I have seldom seen a face or figure more pleasing to me than hers.
Such an eye. The true hazel eye and so brilliant. Regular features, open countenance, with a complexion, oh, what a bloom of full health, and such a pretty height and size, such a firm and upright figure. There is health, not merely in her bloom, but in her air, her head, her glance. One hears sometimes of a child being the picture of health. Now, she always gives me the idea of being the complete picture of grown-up health. She is loveliness itself. What do you think of when you're praying?
I try to picture the Lord's face in my mind.
Does that help you, Faith?
Yes.
I don't know why people are just mad about David Beckham. Is there really anything so fascinating with him?
He appeals to the fans thanks to two things.
You mean he plays well? Yeah. He often scores by free kicks in crucial games. But a football match is by no means merely a show of taking free kicks.
Certainly not. What really counts is to play as a team, passing the ball amongst each other, dodging defenders. Free kicks are a result of all the teammates' collective efforts. However, a few free kicks often make everything different, especially scoring one such goal in the nick of time.
In the case, maybe facial charm should be his leading card. After all, the majority of his fans are girls.
Yes, his face looks are manly, with a straight nose and infinite eyes. As a man of medium height in the West, he keeps a powerful but elegant figure, looking neither lanky nor stout.
And he is English. He makes a model gentleman when he puts on a black suit and speaks with a typical British accent.
Mum, I have something for you today.
What for?
Don't you remember? Today is March 8th. It's Women's Day.
Oh, I've really forgotten it.
Now, close your eyes. Mum closes her eyes and Stephen puts the present in her hand.
A silk scarf. I love it. Thank you very much, my lovely son.
Happy Women's Day. I love you forever, Mum.
I've heard so much about Japan. Is it a beautiful country?
Not everyone thinks Japan is beautiful, but to me its beauty is breathtaking. You feel the same way about France, don't you?
Yes, I do feel the same way about France. The swift rivers, the fertile valleys, the large cities, its scenery is beautiful. Will you describe the geography of Japan?
Well, it's made up of 4 large islands and many smaller islands located off the coast of the Asian mainlands. France isn't an island, is it?
Oh, no, France isn't an island. It is located in the western part of the European continent. But France does have many fine harbors and port cities on its southern and western coasts. Does Japan have good harbors?
Good harbors. Yokohama is one of the most famous port cities in the world, and Japan is the largest shipbuilding nation in the world. Also, there are long mountain ranges in the southern as Han's. France isn't very mountainous, is it?
No, France isn't very mountainous. But it does contain the Pyrenees, a large mountain range with high peaks and deep canyons. What kind of climate does Japan have?
The Japanese climate is warm and moist in the south, mild in the central part and cold in the north. Except for Hokkaido, we don't get much snowfall at all. France has a mild climate, doesn't it?
Yes, the climate of France rarely has severe winters. In southern France, one can live in comfort the whole year. Is Japan good for farming?
Yes, Japan is good for farming. Rice is the main crop, but Japan is also an industrial center. Fishing is very important, too. Rice isn't grown in France, is it?
No, rice isn't grown in France. But farming, fishing and industry are also very important in France. I'd like to go to Japan someday. Would you like to visit France?
Yes, I'd like to visit France. I'd like to travel all over the world. As you describe it, France seems to be very much like Japan. I would like to see it for myself.
How's business?
So.
I just got sacked.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I had a wonderful evening.
I did, too. Come and visit us again, will you?
I will. If you want to keep healthy, you must give up smoking. It's extremely bad for your health, you know.
I know it's not good for me, but the problem is I just can't help it.
Well, I've got an idea. Put the label "cancer sticks" on each pack of cigarettes, and read it before you smoke. It may give you a feeling to reduce it.
I'll try.
Herman, why are you so excited?
I have met a beautiful girl.
Have you fallen in love?
Yes, at first sight.
Can you describe the situation at that time?
At that time her back was ramrod straight as she sailed by, her tone is best, neither over passionate, nor too cold.
What's her outlook?
She was pretty, her hair was the color of rich dark chocolate, waving gently to her shoulders. Her complexion was clear and golden. It's a lovely day out today, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's supposed to get cold tomorrow.
What's the weather forecast for tomorrow?
It's supposed to snow early tomorrow morning and then tomorrow afternoon there's a chance of freezing rain.
That doesn't sound pretty.
Do you have any plans for tomorrow?
Well, I was going to drive to Birmingham to see some friends.
You might want to change your plans. With the cold and wet weather that we're supposed to have tomorrow, the roads are going to be rather slippery.
I suppose I should. I don't like driving in dangerous weather conditions. Do you have any plans for tomorrow?
I just have to go to class tomorrow afternoon.
If you're lucky, it'll get cancelled and you can have a snow day.
If that happens, then I'll invite you over and we can drink hot cocoa and watch movies.
That sounds like fun.
Hey, look outside. It started to drizzle.
English weather is even more predictable than I had previously thought. Do you like to dance?
Sometimes, if there's music playing.
What kind of dancing do you like?
It all depends. If it's rock music, I'll do disco, and if it's romantic music, I'll do ballet. What are you worrying about?
I am worrying about my husband.
Where is he? Is he in danger?
You know, he is a taxi driver. He has to have his eyes peeled all the time when he drives, especially during the rush hour.
Hello, Mrs. White. I'm Anne.
Nice to see you with us, Anne. Please make yourself at home.
Thank you. You're so considerate.
Hi. Is that the new laptop you brought last week? It looks very nice.
Yes, it is. Thanks. I'm just surfing on the internet.
Here? In this cafe? How can you do that?
This cafe offers a wireless internet connection. That means I can get on the net for free while I'm here. Of course, I have to buy a cup of coffee.
That's great. Can you do it anywhere?
No, you can only do it when the cafe offers a wireless connection. There are only about 10 or 12 places that offer it in this city.
So, what programs do you have on your laptop?
I've got all the usual ones for word processing and then I have a few for creating and editing photographs.
I know you are keen on photography. It's very useful for you to be able to download photos from your digital camera. Then you attach the picture files to emails and send them to anyone, anywhere, at any time.
It's wonderful, isn't it? Would you like to see some photos that I took recently?
I'm happy to see you again.
Me too.
We should do this more often.
Okay, I'll give you a ring next week.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Hey, the same to you.
Time flies. 1 year has already been a history.
Definitely. It's time to say bye-bye to the last year and to say hello to the new year.
Yeah, Have you made any good resolutions for this new year?
Some resolutions? That's a wonderful idea, but I have no idea yet. How about you?
I want to be healthier this year, so I think I should take more exercise.
That will be a good one. Anything else?
Maybe I should make a plan about learning my biochemistry, which is a mess.
Sounds great.
It's time to leave the office for the night. Firstly, I log off my computer, then I set the electronic security system.
That's pretty advanced.
Now I'll quickly send a short message to my wife and take the elevator down to the basement.
Is that where you park?
Yes, the car park is under constant video surveillance, so my car is quite safe. Please get in.
Thank you. Where is your key?
There's no need. I have keyless entry, and the steering wheel recognizes my fingerprints before starting the car. Now, we can look at the navigation system to find the best route home.
That's amazing. It even shows all the roads that are congested at the moment.
Using GPS, I can rely on this to direct me home. Now I just need to find my e-card to automatically open the gate and we can drive out.
Pretty soon cars will be driving themselves.
Maybe, but in the meantime, why not help me find the remote control for my garage door?
Here it is, and here we are.
When I turn off my home alarm, the house will automatically turn on the lights and set the climate to a comfortable level.
I have to get home, but I don't need all of this fancy technology. I think I'll just walk.
Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.